We were alone. Today I helped my Kokum in her flower garden. She always wears colorful clothes. It's like she dresses in rainbows. When she bent down to prune some of the flowers, I couldn't even see her because she blended in right with them. She was like a chameleon. Nokum, why do you wear so many colors? I asked. Nokum said, well, when I was your age, at home in my community, my friends and I were many different colors. But at the school I went to, far away from home, they gave us different colors to wear. All the children were dressed the same, and our clothes weren't colorful at all. We all mixed together like storm clouds. Why did you have to dress like that? I asked. They didn't like that we wore such beautiful colors, Nokum said. They wanted us to look like everybody else. So do you think that you would want to look like everybody else, or would you want to be your own person and your own individual? So think about that. And I think that it's very good to be an individual and be different because everyone is different, everyone lives different lives. So you want to show that off. As you can see here, you can see that they all look the same. But sometimes in the fall, when we were alone and the leaves had turned to their warm autumn hues, we would roll around on the ground. We would pile the leaves over the clothes they gave us, and we would be colorful again, and this made us happy. Now, Nokum said, I always wear the most beautiful colors. After I helped the flowers, we went over to the back gate. There were vines covering the gate, and they reached all the way to the ground. When my Kokum turned to fix the latch, I saw that her braid hung almost as low as the vines. It was like she had a tail. Nokum, why do you wear your hair so long? I asked. Nokum said, well, when I was your age, at home in my community, my friends and I grew our hair long, just like our people have always done. It made us feel strong and proud, but at the school I went to, far from home, they cut off our hair. Our strands of hair mixed together on the ground like blades of dead grass. Why do you have to wear your hair like that? I asked. They didn't like that we were proud, Nokum said. They wanted us to be like everybody else. I want you to think about something that makes you feel proud and strong, and how would you feel if it was taken away? So I think that if I got something taken away that I was very, very proud of, like where I was from or what I looked like, if I had to change that, I would not feel very good because that is how I was raised and that's who I am, and I want to show everybody who I am. But sometimes in the spring when we were alone and the grass had grown so long and thick in the field, we would pick the blades from the ground. We would braid them into the short hair they had given us, and we would have long hair again, and this made us happy. Now Nokum said, I always wear my hair very long. Do you think that Nokum seems like a positive or negative person? Do you think she's cheerful, or do you think she's angry? Yes, I would say that she's very positive, and she didn't agree with how she had to change who she was when she went to school, but she was still very positive, and she would make the best out of it when she could. She would use the grass, she would roll around the leaves to be colorful. She used her imagination very well. After my Nokum had fixed the latch, I followed her to the birdhouse. There was a bird flying through the air like a jingle dress dancer. She fed the bird and whispers, Na Pinsa Mika, and her words sounded like a poem. Nocum, why do you speak in Cree? I asked. Well, when I was your age and home at my community, my friends and I always spoke our language. But at the school I went to, far away from home, they wouldn't let us speak our words. All the children used their strange words, and we didn't understand them at all. Our voices blended together like a flock of crows. Why did you have to talk in their language? I asked. They didn't like that we spoke our language, Nocum said. They wanted us to be like everybody else. So I want you to think how you would feel in general if this was how you had to go to school every single day, if you needed to change what you looked like, and what is something that you would do to change that? Do you think you would stand up and say you don't want to do that? Do you think you would just follow it? And do you want people to learn about your identity and who you are and your culture and where you're from and your family? So I want you to think about that, and then when we come to class, we can all discuss.